Ladies and gentlemen, today we are doing the final part of the three-part series, which is the United Squad Cuts, the attacking edition. So please stay tuned and get into the video, and we'll look into much more new things in the coming future. So please like, subscribe, and let's get into it. And we're starting with the big Dane, our new young promising centre forward in Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund was signed from Atlanta for a fee of 72 million euros, and we the fans have supported him and loved his impact in the team. First, we take note that he's a young striker that has a high potential, and we would love to see his growth. But he himself has shown what he's actually made of with some good and top performances in the Champions League and also in the Premier League. Although he did struggle to get going in the Premier League, he eventually got there and had a run of goals. Rasmus Højlund has shown strength, pace, physicality and technique, and we can clearly see why he has a high potential and why he was bought by Erik ten Hag. So Rasmus Højlund is a definite keep, and I would love to see his growth in the coming years. Up next is a man that divides opinion in the name of Marcus Rashford. Rashford I've seen as a fan grow through the ranks over the years, and I've been an avid supporter of his. From the academy, he went to the first team, battling for spots, battling with Martial at the left wing all those years under Jose Mourinho, and now he's amongst the main men in the team, the so-called leaders. Well, Rashford this season has not been a leader, and he has not led by example with poor performances and antics also off the pitch. But I still do think there's a player there, because we have clearly seen his brilliance under the times of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and also Erik ten Hag himself last season when he dropped world-class numbers. So Marcus Rashford is a keep, but I hope that he can figure out his game and get his head back to the sport that he loves and show us best of the best and show us the Marcus Rashford we all know and love. Up next is our Argentinian wonder kid in Alejandro Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho is also a similar case to Rashford in a way, because he came through for the academy, shining and leading them to a youth FA Cup and also winning it during his time, and now he's a star performer in the FA Cup final. What a story. That's how a talent is meant to grow, and he has grown and grown and grown at a rapid rate. Garnacho last season was just a mere impact sub, and now he's a regular starter, and he has showed his worth because he has proven to us that he is a kid that has abilities, and also he has that X factor. My own definition of X factor, it means that a player that has that zing, that thing that can change the game. I can definitely see it in Garnacho because he has the drive, the hunger, and that Argentinian spirit in him. So Garnacho obviously is a keep, and I would love to see development more and more. And now up next is Antony. Antony at Ajax was a brilliant, astounding, eye-catching player, but ever since he moved to United, he has failed to replicate that form and that brilliance. He was meant to bring that Brazilian flair, that Brazilian magic, that Brazilian unpredictability, but he has struggled so far with the intensity of the league, the tough defenders, and the higher quality of the league. And I'm sorry, I like the player's passion for the club, I like the player's hustle, the fight, tenacity, but he's a cut. Unless he can improve his game at a drastic and fast level, Antony for me is a definite cut, but I still love him for his passion for the club though. And up next is Sancho. Well, we all know the Sancho story and all the Sancho drama, but we'll look into it now. Sancho came from Dortmund as a hot prospect amongst the best youngsters in the world and also among the best wingers in the world. He was coming in under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to come and build a solid partnership down the wings with Marcus Rashford. Rashford being on the left and Sancho being on the right. But years down the line, and is out of loan at Dortmund due to the fallout with our manager currently, Erik ten Hag. And say what you want about Erik ten Hag, say what you want about Sancho. He, during his time at United, has not put in consistent performances, that is regardless of the manager or regardless of the player. I'm not looking at this based on the beef between the manager and the player. I'm looking at this based on performances. And to be quite frank with you, Sancho hasn't done much. The same thing goes for Antony. They both themselves have not done enough. So we're looking to improve once again. Sancho himself also is a clear cut. I wish he could work things everything out, but clearly he's in the wrong there. But like I said before, I'm looking at performances. And his performances, I'm sorry, is not up to the level that is meant to be at United. And now another player that has a high potential is Amad Diallo. I was very surprised when Erik ten Hag barely used Amad Diallo because he has the skill, the ability, the vision and the creativity to play that right wing role. You can clearly see the difference when Amad is starting on the right wing. He's so fluid, so composed, and his decision making is what makes him very, very intelligent on the ball. I'm really disappointed that Erik ten Hag did not use him much sooner at the beginning of the season when we were struggling for form on the offensive end. But I think Amad Diallo has a case to start at the right wing for next season. That's if we don't get our marquee signing or our marquee target. And I'm hoping it's Olise, but Amad Diallo is a good option to have off the bench because he has that skill and ability, like I said before. So Amad is a definite keep, and I do hope he can work on his injuries. And lastly is a player that we all know that is leaving, but I would love to give a tribute to, is Anthony Martial. Martial came into the club at 2015, and 9 years later he's leaving at 2024. I'd like to thank Martial for the memories, the skills, the dazzling goals, and the cold hand gloves. Martial was truly a player that got me off my seat, and I'm pretty sure got you off your seat too. So Martial, thank you for the good times and also the bad times also. And it's been lovely seeing you light up Old Trafford. Goodbye.